Great. Awesome. Can I get a big woohoo? Yeah, there you go. Love it. So I'm really excited for today. I hope you guys are too. I don't know if you caught in the video where he said it's taking that first step, and or that first stroke. You're swimming towards shore. Taking that first action. And that's what puts you on that path to success, or to wherever you want to be, your goals in life. And everybody turn to the two people next to you and give them a high five. Yeah, high five, everybody, high five somebody. Because here's the thing, you've already made one decision. We have those countless moments of decision every day where you can choose to stay where you're at, to stay in bed, to stay at home, to not be here, or to decide to act and to take action and to make a change with your life. And you guys have already done that once today, and probably already quite a few times. The fact that you're here today at Essential Family Chiropractic, okay? And so it's that understanding, that first step is what's going to put you on the path. But from here, it's going to be a lot more than that. It's going to be a lot more decisions, a lot more times that you're going to have to say, you know what, I'm going to take action. I'm going to take action. I'm going to do the things that I know that I need to do. Okay? If you've ever been to any of my workshops before, as you know, I've talked a lot of content, a lot of, okay, this is the whys, the hows. Today is not that day. Today is going to be different, is because you're here for a reason. Okay? I don't know what that is. It's different for each and every one of you. But I don't need to talk you into making a change. You wouldn't be here today if you weren't looking for more with your health, with your life. You wouldn't have taken those actions to step out here today. And so it's really starting on that path and really taking the steps. And today you're going to walk out of here with everything you need to know. It's going to be, this is exactly what you need to do. This is how you're going to do it. Okay? Some of you already have your guide in here, and basically you're going to have the chance to get the 30 days of meal plans, recipes to, okay, this is what I eat. You don't have to think about it. It's already right there laid out for you. You're going to have workouts, 15 workouts that all of you can do. Okay? You don't have to think about it. You just look at what movements am I going to do, and you move. Okay? You're going to have body composition testing. You're going to be able to walk out of here today with the best resources, supplements, everything you need to completely transform your body over the next 30 days. You're going to have access to that, even at a discount. You're going to be able to get those things and be able to make the change in your life. But it's going to come down to those actions every single day and your commitment to doing what it takes. And when I opened my office almost 5 years ago, I made it my mission is to be able to create a culture of health here in Brighton by helping people reach their God-given health potential. Okay? And I know if you take these things, you're going to see the change in your life. Okay? Just got to take action, and it all starts today. So that, like I said, I'm very excited. I'm going to kind of blow through this information. I hope you're prepared to take notes, because there's going to be a lot of stuff to be able to take and really start applying here. Okay? So. I just want to take a moment as we get started and just open us up in a moment of prayer. So if you would, just go ahead and join me. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all these people here. Thank you for this packed room. And I pray for each and every person that they've already taken action steps, and I hope you would create momentum in their lives to whatever they would like to see, whatever their goals are, that you would help them achieve that. And just to guide them along this way. I pray that you would bless this time. And bless the next 30 days for each and every person here as they step forward. And so we thank you, pray for blessings in all areas of our lives, and we pray this all in Jesus' name. Amen. So, like I said, we're all here for a reason, but what is that reason? Okay? How many of you made a New Year's resolution this year? Got a couple people. It's kind of sad, is because it's gotten to the point where people just don't make New Year's resolutions because they say, well, I'm not going to get it anyway. Okay? They don't even put that out there that they would fail. But I mean, you think of all the things that we strive for as well. We want to be able to lose weight. We want to be able to get in shape, learn a new language, less stress this year, travel more, volunteer, drink less, quit smoking, whatever it is why do we do those things? Why do we even say that we're going to try to do those things? The reason is because we know it's good for us. We know that these are things that's going to make my life better. And so sometimes we kind of let fear get in the way, and we say, you know what, I don't want to. I'm scared of failing. That I don't want to put that out there. That I would fail. Okay, but we know it's good for you. So again, you're here for a reason. Okay? I don't need to convince you to take action. But at the same time, there's so many things that hold us back. Because bottom line is, what we do matters when it comes to our health. What you do, the actions you take, matter with your health. You think of the lifestyle behaviors that we face, that we all might struggle with, is being overweight, obese, not eating enough fruits and vegetables, not exercising or working out the way you're supposed to, smoking, drinking, risky activities. We have all these things, and you can look at this is just cancer alone. Okay, it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to diseases we face. It's not including any of the heart disease, or the diabetes, or the autoimmune disease, the Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, the neurodegenerative diseases that we face from our lifestyle. Okay, like I said, what you do affects your long-term health, and this might sting a little bit for some people. Is if you look at where your health is right now, your health is where it's at because of the decisions that you've made in your life. Okay, and like I said, I know that sometimes stings a little bit. Your health is an accumulation of all the decisions you've made in your life, good or bad. Okay, good or bad. So if you have good health, it's probably because you made more good decisions to take care of your health. If you've made bad decisions, maybe you're having issues overall that you would like to be able to get rid of. But the great thing about that is if you can lifestyle your way into disease, you can also lifestyle your way out of disease. Okay? And if you chose these things that led you to getting sick, you can also choose to do things that is going to make you feel better and make you healthier. Okay? But again, it comes down to that action. Okay? But we all know it. Again, knowledge is not the problem. We all have the knowledge, but it's deciding. So what's stopping you? Okay? What are the biggest things that stop us from taking action with our health?
Convenience.
Convenience. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. Time. Yeah. Habit. Or habits. Cost. All these things. I mean, there's a whole host of things. We aim too high. We set a goal that's not really realistic. You never be able to achieve it. Okay. You hit that first roadblock and then you just crumble. Okay. It's like you're not able to deal with any setbacks that you might face. Convenience, social pressure as well. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need to exercise. We lose the motivation to be able to continue to focus. This might hit home with some people is we don't see the results fast enough. So like, I want to lose weight, and you get 2 days in, and I've only lost 1 pound, and you're like, I quit, and you give it all up, So it's why don't we stick with those things? Well, a lot of times because we don't have a plan. Okay? There's no plan in place, and even when you do have a plan, you don't have a backup plan, and you're not ready to deal with those things. So today, that's what I want to give you. I want to give you a plan. And like I said, it's going to be very practical. The stuff we're going to talk about, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on content. This is just do this, and you'll see the change. Okay? And the way we do that, your plan is the 5 essentials. Okay? As a Max Living Doctor, we teach the 5 essentials, and they're there for a reason. They're essential for your body to be healthy. Okay? Core chiropractic, nutrition, mindset, oxygen and exercise, and minimizing toxins. You need all these things to be healthy. Some of you actually might be doing a couple of these things, but you're still not where you want to be with your health, is because you don't have all the essentials. You're not doing all the things that you need to do. Okay, so we got to start living it. And what it looks like to live it is, I want to share this. I want you guys to meet Becky. Okay, Becky's actually been coming to our office for a while now. And Becky had some of the health challenges that a lot of people deal with, okay? But she turned 50 last year, and again, struggling. Weight was one of the big things that she was struggling with, but energy, fatigue, those things. And she went to her doctor, and her doctor said is, if you keep doing the things that you're doing, you keep living the way you're living, is you're going to end up with diabetes. Okay? That you are going to be sick, and you're going to be on medications. And so in that moment, she had to decide to say, what am I going to do? Am I going to just stay where I'm at? Am I going to just keep living the way I am and end up on medications for the rest of my life and to struggle with that? Or am I going to take action? And so this picture was from last May, and she decided, you know what, I'm going to take action. And she said, I want to lose 60 pounds by Christmas. Okay, 6 months. I want to lose 60 pounds in 6 months. And so she put a plan in place, and she started acting. She started living the 5 essentials. Started eating healthier, started intermittent fasting, which we'll talk about, started exercising, working out, detox. She did a detox for her body. And of course she was already getting adjusted and getting her body healing. And then 3 months later, this is Becky. This is Becky last September. Okay, and by this point, she's got more energy. She's feeling great. She's lost 30 pounds in 3 months. Okay, can we give that a round? Yeah, that's awesome. She lost 30 pounds in 3 months, and it's because she decided, and it was awesome to see that transition with her. She's doing great. Unfortunately, she didn't hit her goal of 60 pounds by Christmas, but she did hit 58 pounds. And this picture right here is Becky. We just took this past week here, and Becky she reached the 60-pound mark after Christmas and New Year's. But she looks phenomenal. She's doing awesome. And so, who wants to be the next Becky? Who wants to be? Yeah. Who wants to be the next Becky? Well, then all you got to do is this. You got to start living the 5 essentials. Okay? Like I said, I made it really easy for you guys. And today is again, it's just a workshop, but at the same time, it's the kickoff for what's really going to happen and making the changes. And so today is the kickoff for our Reset Challenge. Okay? And what you're going to get with the Reset Challenge, it's $10 to enter. That covers the materials and the cost as part of being part of the challenge. Okay, but you're going to get 30 days, like I said, with the recipes and the guided meals. You don't have to think about it. You buy the ingredients, you make the food, you eat it. Okay, that's simple, and there's flexibility within that. You get tons of recipes, even dessert. Who's excited about that? Again, 15 workouts, any fitness level. I don't care where you're at fitness-wise. You will be able to do the workouts. I promise you. Okay. You're going to get body composition testing. We'll do that a few different times. And the cool thing is we're going to weigh you a couple times, and we're going to do it after 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, if you hit a certain benchmark, okay, 4% of your body weight, if you lose 4% of your body weight, you're going to get a $10 gift card to King Soopers. So you're going to get your $10 back. And I don't care if all of you hit that goal, you're all going to get that $10. Okay, so that's your goal to get to that first 2 weeks, to get you through the process. But at the end of this is whoever's seen the biggest changes with their body is going to get a $250 gift card to Airbnb. You're going to get a weekend getaway to be able to go out and just enjoy your time. So. That's your goal. So if a lot of you have already signed up and you've already got your booklet, can I get one? You've already got your booklet here. This is everything you need to know, including a lot of like tips and tricks and stuff. If you have not registered for that, just talk to Jenna and afterwards here, and she'll get you registered for that. And then Madison will be weighing people in for the challenge itself. Okay. And like I said, we're gonna do that every 2 weeks, right? But again. Are you going to decide to take action? Are you going to do what it takes? Right? So, let's get into the 5 essentials. Let's get into what you're going to do. Right? The first place we always start is mindset, is because it's got to be the mindset behind it to set everything else up. Okay? Again, if you might have failed at your resolutions in the past, it's probably because you didn't have the plan in place. Okay? So, the first step in making any change with your life is you have to say, what do I want for my life? what do I want? What do you want for your life? What goals? What are the goals, especially when it comes to your health? What are my health goals to see? And so when it comes to goals, you got to start putting those things in place. And you got short-term and your long-term goals. And actually, we're going to go through and give you those things. I want you to go through this. Jen, can you give me one of those sheets, by the way? So when we talk about our goals, is you got to think smart. Okay? You want smart goals. Okay? And you're going to have this sheet in your packet. Okay? So everybody pull this sheet out. Okay? So what is that? What do I mean a smart goal? Okay? And like I said, you're going to have long-term, short-term goals. Okay? Your long-term goal is ultimately what you want your life to look like. Your short-term goals are going to be the things that are going to set you up to reach your long-term goal. Okay? So those are goals within the goals. Right? But what a smart goal, what I mean by that is we need goals that are one, specific, okay? Simple, specific goals. You know, I want to lose 10 pounds. That's specific, right? They have to be measurable. You got to be able to say, you can't track something if you don't measure it. Okay? You can't track what you don't measure. So how are you going to measure whatever your goal is? It's got to be measurable. It can't be like, I just want to look good in bikini. It's very subjective. Like what is it? Okay. So you know, I'm going to weigh myself at the end of every week and monitor my progress. And you can do that at the same time. That's how I'm going to measure my progress. It's got to be attainable. Okay. If you weigh 150 pounds, is it realistic for you to say, I want to lose 50 pounds in 30 days? No. It's got to be something that you can actually achieve. So I'll lose ½ pound per week. Something I can achieve, it's healthy, and it'll lead to long-term success, not just the short-term results. Okay? It's got to be relevant. Okay, again, if you weigh 100 pounds, losing weight is probably not something that you need to do, right? So that's not relevant. Okay, if you want to learn a new language, but the language you want to learn is Klingon, that's not really relevant, is it? Okay? Make it something that's useful. So, you know, I've been overweight my whole life. I've tried different weight loss plans that did not work. So it's good for my health and it's important to me. That's how it's relevant. And then timely. How long? What's the time frame on this? Do you want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days? Do you want to lose 10 pounds in 60 days? In 2 months? Whatever it is. Starting today, I want to lose this amount of weight by this point. Okay? And that's what Becky did. You know, she said, I want to lose 6 pounds by Christmas. Or 60 pounds by Christmas. And she didn't quite get there, but you know what? She had a lot of success in her path of doing that. So that's what your SMART goal is. Okay? And like I said, within that, your long-term goals, and you can already start thinking about some of your long-term goals, but then you've got your short-term goals in getting there. Okay? So if it's losing weight, your goal is then maybe I'm going to eat berries as my dessert 5 days a week instead of an actual bowl of ice cream. Okay? Or I'm going to go on a 30-minute jog or walk 3 times a week. Or I'm just going to stick to I'm going to follow the resolution reset plan, the guide, to be able to get there. Okay? And so it's those little things that is going to add up to big things. You know, change in your life, it doesn't happen overnight. It's the little things that add up to the big changes overall in your life. Okay? And so your assignment, your very first assignment before you start anything else is today, when you leave here today, okay, is that you fill out this sheet and you create your goals. If you don't do it today, you're not going to do it. All right? So make sure when you get home today is you're sitting down and you're thinking of your goals. The next thing, though, that you have to think about is what are the barriers? What are the things that are going to stop you from hitting your goal? What are the things that are going to get in your way? You know, we talked about the reasons we don't achieve our goals earlier. You know, I aim too high. You know, it's inconvenient. The social pressures. You lose the motivation. You don't know how to deal with the setbacks. Okay, you want that immediate behavior. Okay, so some of the things you can start doing is again, make your short-term goals easy. Make them simple. Things that you actually are going to be able to do. Okay, get your friends and family on board with you. Okay, if they're going to be a barrier, then get them on board with you. Give yourself little rewards for achieving those little goals, and that way that's going to, again, keep you motivated to keep moving in the right direction, okay? Or have a plan. Again, and the last one that I'm going to talk about as far as the barriers, and it's probably the one that I find sabotages most people, is stress. Okay? How many of you will say, give me an amen on that one? Stress, yeah. Okay? Stress, because we all deal with it, right? Okay? And the effects of stress it is catastrophic to your health. Okay? It is so damaging. It changes your genes. Okay? It depletes your immune system. It destroys your gut, okay? Which is a big part of your immune system. It increases inflammation. When you're stressed, you're more inflamed. Of course, you're more likely to be building disease in your body. It's going to reduce your body's ability to metabolize and detoxify. You want to talk about losing weight. Some of you want to lose weight. That's one of the big things is your body can't detoxify and metabolize the way it's supposed to because you're continually under stress. You get that cortisol. So the first step to overcoming that in of itself is you got to know what causes your stressors. You got to know yourself and what are your causes of stress. Okay? So what stress? Is it traffic? Is it family issues? A big one I find is poor time management or overburdening your schedule. Right? You guys know about that? Okay? Media, including social media. How many of you feel really happy when you watch news? No,
Yeah.
no, you don't. Okay? Because it's not good stuff. Or this one, this is a big one for some of you, and again, this is you might not like it. Is how about anticipating things that haven't even happened yet? Okay? How many of you worry about things that haven't even happened, or more than likely are never going to happen? Okay, that's what we call internal stress. Okay, we create our own stress. That's the fear, the uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen. The bad BS, the bad belief systems. Right? So in order to combat that, again, you got to know yourself. And the first step to doing that, again, if you're taking notes, this is one of your action steps. You've already created your goals. Now you got to be able to figure out what causes your stress. Okay, so keep a stress journal. When you're stressed, write down what causes stress. Rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. Okay, that'll tell you how bad is it. How long does it last? Is it internal? Is it external? Is it something that I'm thinking? Again, those bad belief systems that's keeping me away. This is going to help you minimize stress, and then once you know what those are, now you can start taking actions against it. If it's traffic, okay, then maybe leave 5 minutes earlier, or put on some relaxing music while you're sitting in traffic. And that way you're not going to be quite as stressed, right? Okay. If it's overburdening yourself, learn to say no. Everybody say it.
No.
Okay. One more time.
No.
Okay. Learn to say no. Stay off of social media. If you don't feel good looking at it, don't look at it. Okay. Please, everyone, if you watch the news, stop watching the news. Okay. You're gonna find out if there's stuff going on. You'll find out. It's not gonna do you any good. Okay. So learning how to deal with the stress. And then the second part of that is, once you know what are your barriers, what causes your stress, those things, is now how will you deal with your setbacks? Okay? Again, is it you end up eating one piece of candy, you cave in, you eat that one piece of candy. Well, you know what? I had one piece of candy, what's 50 more, right? And it's like, you just go right off the rails. Okay? So how are you going to deal with that? And it's to know that, yeah, those things are going to happen. You're going to hit setbacks, but in that moment, what are you going to do? Your spouse brings home pizza for supper. What are you going to do? Okay, it's too cold to go outside and work out. Well, maybe work out inside. Maybe have a backup plan. Okay? Your friends want to go out for drinks. Are you going to be able to say no? Is it like say no, or you go out with them, you hang out with them, but I'm just sticking to water. I'll be the DD, whatever it is. Okay? Write down, again, you've got your plan here, write down your barriers, and then on the back is write down how you're going to deal with the setbacks. Prepare yourself for what you're going to do. Okay? And then when you hit those setbacks, react responsibly. Don't just, what, I quit, I give up, I messed up one time, so I'm done. You get back on the horse, you go back to your backup plan, or you hit your backup plan, and you do it. Okay, you miss a day working out, fine. Okay, well then work out the next day, and on your rest day, whenever that is, then you work out on your rest day. Okay? You're not a failure if you don't do that. You're not a failure unless you quit. Okay, let's just say that you're not a failure unless you give up. Okay, so don't beat yourself up. Do the things that you know you need to do, and when you make a mistake, just get back into it. Okay. And then figure out what motivates you. Again, that's your last step on this, is figure out what motivates you to reach these goals. We all have those external goals, is like, oh, well, I'll give myself a money reward, or I will, I'll give myself a gift or something like that. We have those little things, but those external rewards, they don't last long, right? It's those things that they just kind of crap out after a while. So you give those up. So you got to find that internal motivation. We call it a big why. Okay? It's a big why of why you're going to make the change, and it's got to be something from within, right? An example is you want to be active with your kids or your grandkids, okay? But you're not in shape and you're not physically fit enough to do that. Okay? That's why you choose to make those changes. Okay? But if you really want to be able to spend time with your kids, you're going to make it happen, right? If you're Becky, is you don't want to be on medications the rest of your life, so she made the decision. Okay? So what is it that's going to move you, or finding really that reward just for the sake of the reward, finding the positive in the negative, and knowing that just the action of you getting healthier is the reward in itself, right? It's going to save you money if you're healthier, because you're not having to spend your money on medications or surgeries and those things. Okay? So there's plenty of rewards in there, but you got to find those rewards. Okay? And then a part of that, again, your motivation is motivating yourself with positivity. Okay? The wisdom to know you're going to mess up, but that you're not broken. Okay? Optimism in yourself, a belief in yourself that I can do it. Okay? Positive self-talk. Affirm who you are. Affirm who God made you to be. Right? Okay? You're not broken. You're not messed up. Okay? Tell yourself. Actually, create information. Write out what you are. All the good things that you have in your life. Read that back to yourself every day. Write it down. Okay? I actually went through and I recorded myself speaking those things out. And I added a little music to it. And I listened to that. And I'll tell you, there's nothing that's going to get you pumped up more than affirming yourself and who you are. Okay? And then, of course, the biggest one, you guys, a lot of you heard me talk about, is have gratitude. That attitude of gratitude, your vitamin G. Okay? Be thankful, because it's impossible. It is impossible for you to feel down when you're feeling thankful. Okay? When you're focusing on your thankfulness. Okay? So think about those things. And my 30-day challenge is always, before your feet hit the floor in the morning, or before you get up out of bed, as you're thinking for a minute about all the things that you're thankful for. Right? Okay? And it will change your mind. And of course, like I said, is we are a social animal, so get some support, get some help. Okay? Get your family involved, get your friends participating with you in some of the healthy changes. And it's going to be a lot easier, because then you can say, hey, I'm struggling right now. Hey, I need some encouragement. Help me out with this. And with our challenge, I made it really easy. So some of you already got this. If you already signed up for the challenge, I emailed you yesterday morning, is to go to Facebook. And this is the only time I'm going to ask you to take out your phone and during when I'm talking. Okay, but take out your phone. If you got Facebook on your phone, is pull that out and search EFC Challenge Warriors. Okay, or when you get home, go to facebook.com/groups/EFC Challenge, and join the group. Just click join. It's a private group, so you'll have to enter that. Take a picture of that so you have everything right there. And while you're at it, like our pages, like Dr. Marcus Gall, like Essential Family Chiropractic, there's always other information. But that Facebook page, the Facebook group, what it's there for is for you to support each other, for you to encourage each other. Okay? I'm also going to have videos on there with the workouts, how to do the workouts. So if you have any questions on like what should I be doing with the exercises, you'll actually be able to get on there and see the exercises. Okay, you'll be able to see what all you need to do, all the modifications, if you need any help with that. So like I said, take a picture of it, or write it down, facebook.com/groups/EFC challenge. Okay? Or facebook.com/healthybrighton, or facebook.com/essentialfamcairo. And if you like any of those, we can always add you on, we can always invite you from there, okay? But just make sure you like those, okay? Because it's the only way that you're gonna have that accountability to somebody and help you to make the change, okay? So that's your mindset, right? So again, today, do not wait. Do not wait on your goals. Next part we're gonna talk about is one that most of you have a good idea. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on nutrition, okay, because we all know the things we're supposed to eat. Okay, I'm going to make it really simple for you. And again, just follow the meal plan. So on the advanced plan, this is what you're going to be following if you want to be able to lose weight, get off medications, feel better, get more energy. Is the advanced plan. So number 1 is no grains. Okay, no breads, pastas, sugars, all those things. It causes inflammation, throws off your hormones. So just completely cut those out. Okay. Number 2 is many healthy fats. Okay. To make it really simple, just eat more healthy fats. Try to eat as much of it as you can. Avocados, coconut oil, olives, grass-fed organic beef, eggs, chicken, your organic free-range meats, all those things, nuts, seeds, all great sources of fat. Try to get as much of that stuff in as you can. Okay. And then stay away from the damaged fats, the canola oils, the safflower oils, the sunflower oils, these rancid oils that your body cannot process. Okay? Just stay away from them. And when it comes to protein, is eat naturally raised animal proteins I was just talking about. And the only fruits you're having are low sugar fruits. Granny Smith apples, berries, grapefruit, maybe a little bit of lemon and lime. Not that you're going to eat those plain. But having a little bit of those things. Okay, those are the only fruits that you're going to stick to. Okay, and again, it lays it all out in the book or in the guide, so that you have that. It's really that simple. Just focus on your macros. Eat more fats, moderate your protein, eat less carbohydrates. Simple as that, right? Okay. Now, again, to make sure that we're measuring and tracking our progress. This is a great resource. I've been using this. It's called MyFitnessPal. It's an app on your phone. Okay, everybody write that down. MyFitnessPal. Okay, MyFitnessPal. This app is great because what it can do is it tracks your workouts and it tracks all the food that you're eating. Okay, so you go into the app and you put in what did you eat for breakfast? How many servings did you have of that? What did you eat for lunch? What did you eat for this thing? And the cool part about that is all you have to do is take a picture on your phone. It's got a little thing. You can read the barcode on any products, any foods that you eat. You go to a restaurant, it has a lot of these restaurants listed out. So you can actually say, you go to the menu of the restaurant that you ate at, and you click on what you ate, and it'll actually bring up how big of servings and how much food you actually ate, how many calories you consumed. And you'll put in there is what is your goal weight? How fast do you want to lose weight? You'll put that in there, and it'll tell you this is how many calories you need to be eating in order to reach that goal. Okay, or you need to have less than that. So you put in if you want to lose a ½ pound every couple days, it will actually tell you this is how many calories you need to be eating every day to reach that. Okay, or the max protein or our max greens. You actually take a picture of the barcode on that, and it's going to bring up all the information. And there's like thousands and thousands of products. You go to the grocery store, pretty much anything with a barcode, you can scan that, and it's going to bring it up. Obviously, we want to eat less things with a barcode, though, right? More food by God. Okay. And so fruits and vegetables don't have a barcode, but you just type in like 1 banana or whatever it is that you're eating. Okay. It makes it really simple, and then you can track, and you can even track is how much fat am I having. Okay. Again, if you're taking notes, this is your goal on the advanced plan. You want your diet about 60% fat, okay? About 20%, no, about 15%, no, 65% fat, 25% protein, and then the remaining portion is carbohydrates. Okay, that's your goal. Okay, is to be able to hit that. Is the remaining is carbohydrates in the form of low sugar vegetables and fruit. Okay? So that's going to be your goal. Download that. It's very simple. And then when I come back and ask you what have you been eating, all I need to do is have you pull out your phone and they'll give you a report of what you've been eating. So none of this cheating stuff. Okay. So that's going to hold you accountable. Okay. Find your accountability partner and say, this is what I ate today. Don't cheat. Okay. That's really useful. Okay. The other thing though is making sure you're getting the nutrients in, because it's a big part of your body being healthy, is getting nutrients in. Unfortunately, with our nutrient depleted soil, okay, sometimes it's a little bit harder to do. We're not getting enough greens and things to digest. So some of the things to work on with that is like max greens. So this is like 1 scoop of this is like eating 5 servings of vegetables. Okay? How many of you would like to not have to eat as many vegetables? Okay? Yeah. You put 1 scoop of that in your water and you're good to go. Okay? So it's really good, but it's also going to help improve your digestion. Do that before you eat, and your body's going to be able to digest food a lot easier. Okay? Other things is drinks. What am I drinking? Okay? And for all you coffee drinkers, sorry on this plan, you're going to want to stay away from it. Okay? Is because you're going to feel a ton better if you don't. Just one? Just one? Yeah, well, your choice, okay? But I will say is for every cup of coffee you drink, you need to be drinking at least 2 more cups of water to be able to combat that. Okay? So what should we be drinking mostly? We should be drinking water. The goal is half of your body weight in ounces of water every day. Okay? And for you coffee drinkers, you want more energy? Okay? I'll tell you a good tip, and it's not drinking more coffee. Okay? It's when you wake up in bed in the morning, within first 10, 20 minutes of waking up, you drink 25 to 30 ounces of water right away. Okay? And you don't eat anything. Don't eat anything right away. Wait 45 minutes. But you drink, I try to drink about 32 plus ounces of water, even more than that, in the morning, first thing. And yes, you're going to have to go to the bathroom more. I'm sorry about that. Okay? But you actually notice you get way more energy, and what they found actually helps to reverse disease a lot faster. And it's going to flush your system out, get rid of some of the toxic accumulation that you've had in your body, get rid of that stuff. Okay? But definitely no soda. Just cut it out. Even the diet. Actually, I'd rather you have your regular soda than diet. Just cut it out. Okay?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does decaf coffee equal the same as any regular coffee?
It's still going to have the same effect. It's a dehydrating effect.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I thought it was the caffeine.
The caffeine won't play a role, but coffee itself will also
Okay.
dehydrate you. Yep. Okay. So yeah, two cups of water if you're going to have it. 2 cups of water to combat that. Okay. Or drink your water ahead of time, then maybe you won't want your coffee. Okay. The other thing you're going to do, and this is something that's it's a really powerful tool that we use when it comes to losing weight. Really powerful. Okay. And it's called intermittent fasting. And you're going to see on your guide, we talk about intermittent fasting. And the benefits of it is you can go, that is, it increases insulin sensitivity. So somebody who's a diabetic is going to help you to be able to use the insulin. Because basically what you're doing is you're putting your body in a targeted starvation mode. It's actually a purposeful starvation mode. You're not starving. Trust me, you're not starving. But you're putting your body into starvation mode, so you're going to burn fat instead of sugar. And you're actually training your body to burn fat. Okay? Because some people, you're so used to burning sugar for fuel in your body that you can't hardly even use the fat. And so your body takes those extra calories and keeps packing it on. Okay? So this is going to increase your insulin leptin sensitivity, okay? So that you're not hungry as often. Ghrelin, your hunger hormone, it's going to help. It's going to increase that, so you're going to be less likely to overeat. You're going to become fat adapted, which is like I said, so your body will actually be able to burn the fat stores that you have. Okay? It's going to decrease your triglycerides and risk of heart disease, decrease inflammation, free radical damage, and it's going to, of course, it's going to decrease your weight gain or just your metabolism, or it's going to increase your metabolism, decrease your weight. Okay, so what it is, it's like I said, it's a specific time where you are fasting, that you are not eating anything except for water. Okay, and you can start slow. In your plan, we started slow. We started about 14 hours, but you're fasting for 14 hours. Okay? And the remaining 10 hours of the day, that's when you're eating. Okay? So normally, sleeping at night, that's actually a fast. So that's why they call it breakfast. Okay? But you're having that, it's that targeted fasting, but you're increasing that window as you go. Okay? So every week, we're going to increase that. So you start off at 14-hour fast, and you go to 16-hour fast, and then you go to 18-hour fast. And if you really want to go hard on that, you go up to a 20-hour fast, and you're eating for 4 hours. Now, what that is not saying is that you're starving yourself. Okay? In those 4 hours, or whatever your eating window is, you are eating food, and you're eating plenty of it. You eat, generally what I recommend for people is to have their eating window in the morning, and then they fast in the afternoon into the night, so then they wake up in the morning is they can actually have breakfast, and they don't have that time where they're feeling hungry. Okay? But you eat in the morning, and that's going to that's your window. So if it's 6 hours, you have your breakfast, you have a mid-morning snack, and then you have lunch. Okay? And then after lunch, you don't eat anything. Okay? Or if you're at the end of your window and you're not necessarily so hungry, eat some calories, because you got to make sure you get your calories in. Okay, you still got to make sure you maintain that. But by not eating within that time, is now your body no longer has sugar to burn. Okay, so what's it going to turn towards?
Fat.
Fat. It's going to turn to fat, and of course the fat stores that you already have in your body, and it's going to start burning those things. And again, you're more likely to then in the future be able to burn fat. Okay, so most intermittent fasting plans, they say to do it. Or they talk about doing it in the afternoon. Like I said, my personal preference is eat in the morning, and then you don't need to eat in the evening, and that way your body has a chance to be able to digest everything. Okay? And the evening might get a little traumatic, but at least the worst part of it, you'll be sleeping. Okay? So.
Yeah.
What does that pink section say?
This,
Yeah.
that's your workout.
Oh, okay.
Workout.
Is this gonna be on the website that we can see that little schedule?
No, but it's in your packet. Or it's on your guide. Yeah, like you said, when you go back to look at your guide and your daily meal plans, it talks about where you're going to be at. It doesn't talk about the times. You got to figure out your own time. Some of you that might not work, because the way I do it, it might not work, but that's okay. Just figure out what works best for you, as long as you're doing your scheduled fasting time. Okay? So it's to alter your schedule. Now the other part of nutrition, again, it goes back to there's things you just can't get with your food. Okay, the max greens is one of them. You can't get enough nutrients. Okay, but the two biggest things, one is optimal omega. Okay, you've got to be getting good fats into your body to be able to reduce the inflammation. You got to get as many of those things in as you can. And omega-3s. Okay, so ours is built. It's actually lower than the normal ratio, so that it's going to lower your ratio, which most people are like 20 to 1, 30 to 1 with their omega-3s. Omega-6 and 9s to omega-3s. Okay? So we want to get more omega-3s, less omega-6 and 9s. Okay? So that's the first one. The second one, though, is if you could only take one supplement for the rest of your life, this is it. Okay? This is the one supplement, your vitamin D3 and your probiotics. Because if people had their vitamin D3 levels where they're supposed to be, breast and colon cancer in the United States would be cut in half. In half. Think of the thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people who die every year of cancer. Imagine if we could cut that in half, just by people getting their vitamin D3. Okay, so those are the most important. But this is also going to be important for your hormones. Okay, so your vitamin D is a big portion of your hormones. So you got to keep that balanced, and you got to keep your levels up. It's also important for your bones, especially women as they get older, osteoporosis. Okay, so this is going to help to maintain strong bone health. Okay. Moving on to our next one, oxygen and exercise. Everybody's favorite, right? Okay, everybody's favorite. So, sitting is traumatic, whether you know it or not, right? Sitting, they always say sitting's the new smoking now, okay? Is because it's so bad for your health. And we live, 15% of Americans are completely sedentary. They're not moving at all, okay? So we wonder why we're struggling with obesity and diabetes and all these things, okay? So we gotta make sure that we're getting ourselves up, okay? And this again, you want to see huge changes in overall health in this country, is just people moving more, not sitting and getting up off their backside. And we all know the benefits of exercise. I'm not going to go through it. Okay? But what is your activity level? Think about it right now. Is how active are you? Do you have a sedentary job? Do you need to compensate for that sedentary job by moving more outside of that? Do you have a labor-intensive job? Do you have kids that you're out and playing with? Okay? This is all going to determine your activity level. So we got to get that up. Okay? We got to make sure that we're staying active. Again, they say at least a half hour of physical exercise every day. Okay? But when it comes to your plan and your health, the good thing is it doesn't have to take an hour. It doesn't have to take even a half hour to work out. Of course, the more you work out, the better change you see. But it's incorporating these healthy habits. One of them is start moving, start exercising. I don't care how old you are, as you can move. You know, we have 80-year-olds who come to our Max T3 classes on Saturdays. Right? And so, like I said, it can be quick. But we call it high intensity interval training. In Max Living, we call it Max T3. Okay? The T3 stands for time, tempo, and type. Time is short. Okay? Tempo is high. You're going hard. Okay? You're trying to get your heart rate up. If you're not breathing heavy, if your heart is not pumping fast, then you're not at the level that you want to be. Okay? Write this down, is you want to try to get around 90% of your max heart rate. Okay? And to figure out your max heart rate, 220 minus your age, okay? And then take that times 0.9, and that's 90% of your heart rate. Okay? That's your max heart rate. And it's quick. Max T3, a lot of you have come to our Max T3 classes, and 12 minutes of exercise, and you walk out and you're like, oh, I can't move. Okay? But that shows you how good it is. Okay? It doesn't take long to get yourself in shape. Okay? And when it comes to your exercise, when's the best time to work out? In the morning, right? We all know it, whether we do it or not. The reason being is because, one, it gets it out of the way. Less chance for excuses to come up and for you to not exercise, right? Okay? The second thing, though, and probably the more important, especially when you want to build muscle, you want to lose weight, is in the morning, your growth hormone is higher. So your growth hormone actually goes up in the middle of the night when you're sleeping. Okay? So it peaks around 3 to 4 a.m. Okay? And then once you wake up, it starts going down. It starts dropping down. Okay? So if you work out first thing in the morning, is not only are you going to ride the wave of that growth hormone and burn fat more, to build muscle more, okay? But the other thing is if you're fasting at the end, if you're doing the intermittent fasting, okay, you're at the end of that fast right there, and then you're about to eat your breakfast, is what you do, since your body is so starved on the sugars, it has nothing to burn, so it's automatically going to go to the fat. So if you're just doing the intermittent fasting, yeah, it's going to help your body burn fat. But when you exercise right before you break your fast, it actually almost doubles your results. Okay, so that's a huge one to start doing, is exercising in the morning or right before you end your fast. If you're fasting in the evening, or you're eating in the afternoon, evening, then try to work out right before you fast. And that's where it was that little pink section that we talked about. That's your workout. Okay, and again, just follow the exercises in there. Follow the guides. Follow the guide and just do those things. You'll see the results. And then after you work out, two things is don't have sugar, because it's going to sabotage everything you've just done. Okay, don't eat sugar. Don't eat the breads, the breads, the grains. Okay, and load your body with protein, and good quality protein your body can immediately use. Okay, again, that's why I love the Max Living products. It's the best stuff out there. It's bioavailable. It's something that your body can actually use. If you go to the store and you get protein, okay, first thing I want you to do is look at the ingredients. And if it's got sugar in there, put it back. If it's got artificial sweeteners in there, put it back. Okay, sweetened with stevia. You want it to be undenatured. You don't want them to cook the protein, because it's going to break it down. Your body won't be able to use it. Okay, it's no longer bioavailable. Okay. If you see soy in there, put it back. Okay? Don't use it. Okay? So that's a huge thing. And so whenever I work out, I always have my protein smoothie right after. It loads my body with nutrients. I put like berries in there, so it's not a lot of sugar. And That way I'm going to get the maximum effect of it. Okay? Pretty simple. The last portion of this, when it comes to some of the more lifestyle changes, is to minimize the toxins. Okay? When we struggle to lose weight, you start losing weight and then all of a sudden you plateau. And you're like, I know I've got more weight to lose. Why can't I lose it? It's because you're toxic. Your body is toxic. Where does your body store toxins at?
In your fat cells.
In your fat cells. Okay. So in order to get rid of those fat cells, what do you got to do? You got to get rid of the toxins. Okay. Some of the best ways to do that, well, first and foremost, is you got to figure out where they come from and stop putting them in. Okay. Stop putting the toxins in. Of course, they come from the food, the environment. You look at food, pesticides, herbicides, the chemicals that go into that. That's why organic is always best, is because you're not getting that pesticide load, you're not getting that herbicide load from these foods. That's why you don't want to eat food in a lab. If you can't say the ingredients, don't eat it. Okay?
Right.
That's packaged foods. Okay? You look at the ingredient list and it's like a mile long. Just put it back. Don't eat it. Okay? Because it's not going to be good for you. Okay? The other areas we get toxins is you talk about your cleaning products. You inhale those things, that absorbs in. Your personal care products goes in your skin. You're absorbing those things. Not good stuff, and it stores in your body. So you got to get rid of it. Okay. Other sources of toxin: tobacco. If you're smoking, I pray, please just do your best to be able to get that, because kills 6 million people annually worldwide. Not good. Alcohol is another one. Alcohol does affect you as a toxin. Okay, it is a toxin. Okay, and hundreds of thousands of deaths all across the world. Okay, but alcohol, your body has to take time to process it, and that can have a toxic effect. Of course, it takes away your liver from detoxing other areas. So when you're on this plan, I'm not going to begrudge anybody a beer. I love a good beer or a glass of wine every once in a while. But just when you're going through this, if you want to achieve certain goals, you don't do those things for a while, and then you can go back into them. Okay? You can have them later. Okay? When your body can actually handle them and process them. Okay? And always in moderation. Always, always, always in moderation. Okay? So how to minimize toxins? Again, it's just cleaning up your personal care products, cleaning up your food, eating more food by God, less food by man. Okay? They are unavoidable. Okay? So the bottom line is we all have to detox. We all have to detox on a somewhat regular basis. Okay? Some of the ways we do that, and you'll notice in your plan, is it's optional, but in your plan is the first 3 days is juicing. Okay? Is juicing. And you can either make your own juice. If you don't have a juicer, that's fine. Just do a smoothie then and blend up your smoothie. You can do that. Just do a smoothie fast. Or you can go to the grocery store and get the organic juices, okay, and use those. And that's going to make sure that you're going to flush out the junk. Okay? And again, this is going to be a great kickstart to your weight loss, promoting your healthy weight. It's also going to decrease inflammation, decrease disease. You will feel a ton better once you get done with that. And then after that, the other thing is to make sure that you're then doing a perpetual detox every so often. If you're not going to juice, then the other thing is the detox system. Okay? It's got to be in 2 parts. You got to take the toxins out of the cells, especially out of the fat cells, and then you have to take the toxins out of your body. Okay? So the first way you do that is called glutathione. So when you look at the detox system that we have, it comes in 2 parts. Okay? So you got the first part, which is glutathione precursors. That's glutathione is your body's natural detoxin. Okay? That's your detoxing chemical. So that helps your body to make more glutathione. Even the protein we have, that actually has glutathione precursors in there as well. And then the second part, that's going to push the toxins into the bloodstream. And then once the toxins are in the bloodstream, you're going to take the second part, which is activated carbon, charcoal, which is going to take the toxins out of the blood and out of your body. Okay? So it's got to be 2 parts. If you're just getting more glutathione, it's just going to circulate in your blood system, and it's going to go right back into your fat cells. Okay? If you're just doing activated charcoal, yes, it'll take the stuff that's in your bloodstream out, but the stuff that's already in your fat cells is not going to be able to get it. Okay? So that's something. Again, that was one of the Becky's things when she first started her plan. First thing she did was a detox, and it started to kick things up. And then when you plateau, when you start to kind of plateau and you're not seeing the change, then you go back later, a few months later, and you do it again. Okay? And that helps to just boost everything up. Okay? So pretty simple so far, right? Okay, those are your steps. Okay, but the last one, and really the most important, and some of you have heard me talk about this before, is core chiropractic. When it comes to the essentials, this is the most important. And the reason being is because when you talk about your mind, okay, we have this thing that's called biopsychology, and it's how your brain, your neurotransmitters, affects even your thoughts. It affects your entire body. Okay, you think of what controls it. Your brain controls every function in your body, all your hormones, everything. It all comes from your nervous system, starting with your brain, down the spinal cord, out the nerves. Okay? And so, if your nerve system is not firing, if your brain is not connected to your body, okay, is your body ever going to be able to do the things it needs to do? No, it can't. Okay? Think of, everybody know who Bob Harper is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Biggest Loser, okay? One of these super fit guys, eating healthy, exercising. He had everything going for him. And then what happened to him?
Yeah, like Widowmaker.
He had a heart attack, right? Okay? He had all of a sudden heart disease. Why would somebody who's healthy, who looks healthy on the outside, have that? It was because maybe they don't have a functioning nervous system. Maybe their nervous system is not functioning the way it's supposed to, right? So you want your body to be able to detoxify the way it's supposed to. You want your thyroid to produce thyroid hormones so you can lose weight and metabolize. You want your stomach to be able to digest food and produce enzymes to be able to digest your food, and that way your body can actually use it. Okay? Well, what do you have to look at? You have to look at what controls it, and it's the nervous system. Okay? Your nervous system is the most important system. And so everything flows through there. So if you have interference, we call it, interference in your nervous system, how does that happen? It's from a misaligned spine, okay? A spine that's out of alignment that will actually compress and pinch the nerves as they're traveling out to your rest of your body. That is interference. So no longer can the brain communicate with the body, stomach, heart, whatever it is. And so wherever that organ is, it going to work the way it's supposed to? No, it can't, okay? If I put pressure on the nerve going to your heart, is your heart going to be healthy or sick? Sick. It's going to be sick every time. Your stomach, it's going to be sick. So what's the first thing we have to do? We have to make sure your nerve system is firing so that your body can do everything that you want it to do. Okay? And so, yeah, a lot of you're going to start taking these action steps, but the first place you need to look at is there any interference on your nervous system? And if you have any of these warning signs, headaches, high blood pressure, depression, neck pain, back pain, acid reflux, allergies, asthma, ear infections, constipation, sleep problems, those are all warning signs that your nervous system is not firing. Okay? And if you've never looked at your nervous system to figure out if that may be causing it, then that's the first place you need to look. Okay? And the way you do that is an x-ray. So if you're a guest here, you've never had an x-ray done, that's your first place to start. That's your first step to making change with your health, is check your nervous system. So if you've never had that done, talk to Jen on your way out, and she'll get something scheduled. Normally it's about $130 for all the testing, including x-rays. Okay? But we always block off spots where we do that for $40. $40 covers all the testing, including the x-rays, and lets you know what problems you have. Okay? So that's where you start. And of course the added benefit is going to help you lose weight. Okay? If your thyroid is producing hormone, again, your metabolism is going to go higher, and your body's going to be able to burn fat a lot faster. Okay? That's one of the big things that we saw. And Becky, guess what one of the main problems she had? She was on thyroid medication. So maybe there's a connection there. Okay? Yep. So that's it. That's all you need to do. Just follow the plan. Okay? You got your notes there? So these are your action steps walking out of here. Number 1, today, complete your goal sheet. Okay? Number 2, empower yourself. Affirmations. Believe in yourself. Really, some of you, that's all you need is you just need to believe in yourself. Okay? To know that you can do it. Okay? To stop filling your mind with crap and start filling it with good stuff. Okay? And speak to yourself as if. Okay, so you always say like, as if you were experiencing this, as if you were experiencing health. So when you do your affirmations, speak to yourself as if you're already experiencing it. Okay, and it's something powerful about speaking that into your body to be able to see the change. Okay. Number 3 is remove the interference. So again, if you've never had nervous system checked, that's where you're going to start there. Detoxify your body, clear out the junk so your body's ready to what's going to happen. Again, it's going to be your juicing, your detox, and follow the plan. Okay, follow the plan. Just stick to the plan. And the last thing is share your results. Okay, if you haven't joined that group, make sure to join it right away. Join that. We're going to be posting our first exercise video tomorrow. It's going to be your barometer workout, and that way you know exactly what you need to be doing. But it's all listed on there if you don't have questions with that. Okay, but share your results, encourage each other. Again, you want to fill yourself with positivity, get on there. We're posting motivational stuff on those things. Okay, and then the other thing is, of course, we talked about like your supplements. Everything, all the supplements are 15% off today. Okay, but is those 5 supplements, the main things we talked about, your max greens, your protein, your detox, omega, vitamin D, is if you get that, you actually get you get even bigger discounts. Okay, so you got your product order sheet in there. You list out your the reset package. Again, that's going to be everything you need for the next 30 days to kickstart your body. Okay, and then follow up is because I'm not just going to turn you loose and say go do it. Is we want to make sure we continue learning and encouraging each other. Again, the Facebook group is one, but some of the other things is number one is a lot of us, we know people who should have been here. Okay, we know people who need help with their health, but they're not taking action and they need a plan. Okay, so on February 11th we have our next community dinner. Is basically I'm buying dinner that night, and anybody you want to bring with you is I'm going to take them out to dinner, good steak dinner even. And I'm going to teach them what it means to be healthy. I'm going to teach them about the 5 essentials. Okay? And in your packet, you all have that little card in there. You flip that card over, and on there it says, these are the people I want to invite. Fill that out, and just set it on the front desk on your way out here. And you'll be able to invite those, and we'll make sure we get those people on the list. And you talk to them, invite them, let them know 7 p.m. at Buffalo Run and down in Commerce City. Number 2, shop at the dock. So some people, they don't even know where to go grocery shopping. They don't even know how to go grocery shopping. Okay, so that says February 6th, but that is not correct. It's on February 25th. Okay, February 25th, on Monday night at 6:30 at the King Supers off of Bromley and 50th, Bridge and 50th. Is we're going to be doing a tour of the grocery store. I'm going to teach you how to read food labels, how to look at the ingredients, all those things. Recipe night on the 4th. So it's a 30-day challenge. The March 4th is the last day of the challenge. So on that day, we're going to have a celebration dinner, okay? And we're going to do it a potluck style, okay? And so we're going to have a bunch of different recipes. Some of them you probably haven't been able to try through your plan. We're going to have some different recipes. You'll be able to make those, bring it, and we're going to eat dinner right here, okay? And that's going to be a night. I want everybody to come ready to share your testimonies, because it's going to be powerful. Just some of the changes that we're going to see, okay? And then lastly, Max T3 class, Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. right here. Okay, there's nothing like working out with other people who are doing these same things, and I can guarantee you always work out harder with other people. Okay? So again, you want to kickstart your results. Saturday mornings, Max T3. Just be here a little bit before, and we will. And we're going to just work out here together. Okay, we'll pack in here however many people we need to have. But it's a lot of fun, again, stuff that everybody can do, okay? So with that is, if you have not signed up for the challenge and you would like to take part, is see Jenna, and then you'll go back and see Madison back there, and she's going to get you measured out. You need to get your products and stuff, you can talk to Jenna up here, she's going to get you all set up with that. But I'm excited, okay? So it's time to take action. It doesn't stop here. It's outside of these walls. Make the decision today to make the change. Okay?